Good evening and thank you for watching Times News with me, Chawes Banda. But first, the headlines. The Roads Fund Administration refuses to budge on tollgate fees. The Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 is under fire for allowing political gatherings. And Blantyre High Court Judge Vikochi Chima orders Chief Resident Magistrate Jean Kaira to stop hearing the Mapeto tax evasion case. We have these and other stories. Do stay with us. Now, the news in detail. The Roads Fund Administration, RFA, has stuck to its guns not to slash the gazetted tollgate fees, despite the public uproar that the fees are exorbitant. The administration has indicated that it had done consultations and looked at the prevailing rates in the Southern African Development Community. RFA says, as such, it will use the set fees as the tollgates beginning October. Matthews Kasanda has the details.
RFA spokesperson Masao Kongwaluko explained that the administration considered what would be realistic for it to be able to raise funds to maintain the roads, because that is its main purpose. Ngwaluko pointed out that some of those arguing that the fees are exorbitant are focusing on the abnormal road fee, which is at 20,000 kwacha, but there are some that would be paying 1,700 kwacha.
Honestly, these are fees that we want to start with. That's what they can say. And I can just say to the public, bear with us as we make it done. Maintaining roads is not cheap. That's why there are very few good roads, especially for countries like ours, who are landlocked.
On August 6 this year, the government released tollgate fees that vehicles passing through the road would be paying at Chingen in Balaka and Kalinyeke in Dedza district, but some road users described the fees as exorbitant. Among others, light vehicles are expected to be paying 1,700 kwacha, minibuses 3,400 kwacha, while trucks carrying abnormal loads would be paying 20,000 kwacha for one-way trip. Meanwhile, Minibus Association of Malawi General Secretary Coxley Kamange says the association is still looking at the fees as too high and would be meeting the RFA on the same before the toll gates become operational.
The Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 has come under fire for allowing political gatherings to commence with a maximum of 250 people as a preventive measure against COVID-19. The task force, during a press conference on September 11, 2021, said political rallies are now allowed, but subject to the same limited number of 100 people for indoor and 250 for outdoor activities. We have a report from Wezi Gausi.
Analysts have described as unrealistic that political parties can be attended by 250 people. They have also argued that government cannot manage to control the people that attend political rallies. University of Livingstonia political analyst George Pili says during political rallies there is no one who records the attendance of people.
What they are saying is unrealistic. They should just tell the nation that they are doing this because of political rallies that are yet to be conducted in various constituencies and wards where by-elections will be taking place.
Another political analyst, Victor Chipofya, says it is not practical for political rallies to limit the attendance of their supporters to 250. Chipofya demanded the rationale used to come up with the figures.
And even at a political rally, how are you going to control that you're only having 250 people when those rallies usually happen on open ground? And who's going to be doing the head count? So it sounds nice, but what's the rationality behind it?
Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 Chairperson Winfred Nkoma says all law-abiding citizens should comply with the preventive guidelines.
Blantyre High Court Judge Vikochi Chima has ordered Chief Resident Magistrate Jean Kaira to stop hearing the Mapeto case until the High Court reviews the grounds for which she denied the defense application for an adjournment in the tax evasion case. Defense lawyer John Gift Mwakwawa rose to inform the court of the order when the first witness for the state, Deborah Hawia, was giving evidence. Jameson Jauluka files this report.
After looking at the order which was served on her and the state right in the courtroom, CRI Mukaira said she could not continue hearing the witness, and the case was adjourned indefinitely. Chief Resident Magistrate Jean Kaira had earlier in the morning dismissed an application by Mapeto David Whitehead and Sons executives through their lawyers John Gift Mwakwawa and Faustino Maere to adjourn the tax fraud case for at least a month to allow the defense to prepare. The two lawyers said the state served the full disclosures of the case late and that they had a new lead lawyer, Mwakwawa, who has since replaced Jai Banda. Director of Public Prosecution Stephen Kayuni objected to the defense application, saying the right to fair trial, which Counsel Maere referred to, extends not only to the accused but also the state, and the need to conclude the case within reasonable time. On the High Court's order stopping the proceedings, Kayuni said he would address the court at an appropriate time.
Well, it's a court order, and we have to deal with it at the appropriate time. But it's a High Court order that we have to pay attention to, and then we wait for that time when the matter is in court.
Mapeto is, among other things, accused of declaring finished products as raw materials, declaring brand new tires as second hand, and under declaring the salary of an expatriate to pay less tax.
The Fertilizer Association of Malawi, FAMA, is meeting on Tuesday to discuss its stand on the recent prices of fertilizer that the Ministry of Agriculture announced for this year's Affordable Inputs Program, AIP. Minister of Agriculture, Robin Lowe, on Thursday indicated that the price of each 50-kilogram bag of fertilizer under the program is pegged at 27,000 kwacha. Audrey Kapalamula gives us this detail.
The association's Executive Administration Officer Mbawag Piri says its members are expected to meet on Tuesday, emphasizing that more information will be given after the meeting. On Thursday last week, Piri, however, said the decision to supply at government's dictated price lies with each individual, and the association does not have any influence on the decision. The association earlier this month said the international pricing and various costs that are incurred when importing fertilizers have necessitated the rise in the prices, stressing they do not have control over the matter. But on Thursday, Lowe said the government would work with only suppliers that will be successful in the bidding process and accept the government prices. According to the Minister of Agriculture, Agricultural Development and Marketing Corporation, ADMAC, and Smallholder Farmers Fertilizer Revolving Fund of Malawi will supply 34% of the total tonnage, while the private sector suppliers will retail 66% of fertilizer requirement, seed and livestock. Parliamentary Committee on Agriculture Vice Chairperson Ulemu Chilapondwa said the government is at liberty to buy the inputs if suppliers refuse the offer.
Mzuzu Central Hospital has been running without catheter bags for over 2 weeks now, a development which is forcing patients to be buying for themselves from pharmacies. Catheter bags are used to drain waste in the body, urine in particular, and are mandatory for patients who have undergone operations. We have details in this report by Sam Kalimira.
Some patients who spoke to Times on condition of anonymity complained that alternatively nurses are using gloves, which has proved to be not a workable solution. In worst scenarios, some guardians said they are told to go and buy the catheter bags after surgery of their relation. Mzuzu Central Hospital Public Relations Officer Arnold Kaira admitted the challenge, but said this is because of the long procedures that are supposed to be followed when procuring medicine and medical equipment through the government system. The facility procures medical equipment and medicine through Central Medical Stores Trust.
We understand the challenge that is there regarding catheter bags, and they are very important. That's why, as a hospital, we have made necessary steps and following all the procurement protocols. That's to make sure that the catheter bag should be in the hospital. So our patients and our valued clients, they should take it that catheter bags will be in, and that will be able to give patients who are in need of catheter bags. Not every patient.
Health rights commentator Maziko Matemba said it is high time the government considered the procurement of pharmaceutical products as an emergency. However, Matemba said the process must not be weak, saying it can promote corruption in the procurement process.
We are losing out a lot of people because maybe resources might be there, or medical stores cannot be able to procure certain medicines or commodities just because they are waiting for a longer process. In the long line, we are losing more lives.
Mzuzu Central Hospital handles referral cases from all the 6 districts in the northern region.
9 people have died in a road accident in Chitipa district. Chitipa police spokesperson Gladio Simwaka has confirmed the development. According to Simwaka, 1 person is still in critical condition. Sam Kalimira gives us a report.
Simwaka said a lorry Fuso fighter registration number RIO 1141 carried 72 members of African International Church overturned and fell into the river after the driver Kingsley Mlenga failed to control the vehicle. Simwaka said the members of the church were coming from Ifumbo heading to Fita, and majority sustained various degrees of injuries and were rushed to Chitipa District Hospital where they are receiving treatment.
Today, Mr. Mlenga was driving his vehicle carrying 72 passengers from Ifumbo to Fita along the Ifumbo-Fita road. When it reached Kase Bridge, he failed to negotiate properly and the vehicle fell into the river. From the impact, 8 people died yesterday and 1 died earlier this morning, making the total 9.
Chitipa District Hospital Health Promotions Officer Masida Nyirongo said the condition of other patients is improving. This includes the other patient who was in critical condition. Meanwhile, Chitipa District Commissioner Stuart Ngoka said the council, together with the Department of Disaster Management Affairs, is working on assisting the bereaved families.
This morning, we've been working on the coffins. We want to make sure that the dead bodies are taken to their homes, and it's government that will be responsible for that. So we have already started working on the issue of coffins together with the bereaved families, and we have also identified vehicles that are going to take these bereaved families to their homes.
Recently, President Lazarus Chakwera said the accidents are happening because some vehicles that are not roadworthy are not checked by security entities.
You're watching the evening bulletin here on Times Television. We'll be back shortly after this break.
We all start differently, but we can all start with the strongest protection. Because some start early, others start late. Some from little homes, others from big ones. Some start together, or all on their own.
It doesn't matter how you start, as long as you start strong. With new Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection. Now with fluoride plus arginine for 4 times more strengthening power. So that you can give them the strongest start to their day. Colgate. Start strong, stay strong.
If there's one thing that all soaps do, it's wash. From buckets to basins, bathrooms to streams, and everything in between.
All soaps wash.
Yes, but Protex is different. Its reinvented formula with flaxseed oil boosts your skin's natural anti-germ defenses by 10 times more, protecting you against 99.9% of germs. So what keeps us healthy?
Protex!
Good health starts here.
Mona malawi anzanga nkhondo yogonjetsa COVID-19 ndiye wina aliyense tili limodzi. Ine ndinasankha kulandira katemera wa COVID-19 atangoyamba kuberekedwa chifukwa monga namwino moyo wanga umoyo wa odwala amene ndimawasamalira abale anga ndi dera langa ndi zinthu zomwe ndimazika pa mtima panga kwambiri. Katemera wa COVID-19 anditeteza ine ndi ena omwe analandira katemerayo ku chiopsezo choti tingadwale mwakayakaya, kugonekedwa mchipatala kapena kutaya moyo wathu chifukwa cha COVID-19. Kulandira katemerayo kutithandiza kuthana ndi mliri wa COVID-19 limodzi.
Ziwani zambiri za katemerayo ndi kupanga chisankho cha nzeru. Sankhani katemera, tetezani tsogolo.
Welcome back to the news. Continuing with the bulletin, the Ministry of Mining has indicated that many cooperatives have shown interest to venture into small-scale mining after the ministry asked illegal miners to form cooperatives. Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Mining, Joseph Mkandawire, says this year they had planned to register 5 cooperatives, but they have registered 6. Wezi Gausi files this report.
Mkandawire says the cooperatives were working with officers from the Ministry of Industry. He says the 6 cooperatives were interested in gold and gemstone mining. Ministry of Industry spokesperson Yamikane Katsakumanja says they have managed to train and register at least 21 cooperatives. He says they were mandated to supervise and regulate the operations of cooperatives in the country. One of the mining experts, Undule Makasungula, says it was a good decision for the government to register the cooperatives.
Some communities around Zomba Mountain Forest Reserve have threatened to stop harvesting trees on the mountain, claiming they are not benefiting from the plantation. Villagers from Traditional Authority Mlumbe say they are not happy that the Department of Forest has not lived up to its promise of offering them licenses to be harvesting trees on the mountain. Isaac Salima reports.
The villagers made their remarks during a meeting they held to express their concerns. They said they are the ones who take part in tree planting exercises and also taking care of the forest reserve. But when it comes to benefiting, it is people from outside the area who are being opted.
Previously, people from the area used to steal trees from the forest and were challenged to deal with the problem. But now they do not want to fulfill their promise. We have been taking care of the forest for over 30 years. Now, after a job well done, we have been dumped and the trees are being sold to others, not from the area.
The people claim that they have tried to take the issue to responsible officials, but to no avail. Esnati Kabwere, one of the villagers, also said that they are being denied to fetch firewood from the forest.
There was a program that was encouraging us to take care of trees with a promise that we will be rewarded. We are not happy because we feel used and dumped.
Director of Forestry in the Ministry of Forestry and Natural Resources, Clement Chirima, said if it is true, it is unfortunate and promised to investigate the matter.
It's a genuine concern if it is true, because the government would like to see, at least the Department of Forestry would like to see that people who are surrounding our forests are benefiting from the forest. It helps in management of the forest because these are, I wouldn't say custodians, but these are the people that are close to the area. When there's a fire, we expect them to support us to fight the fire.
Cases of surrounding communities complaining of not benefiting from forest reserves have been rampant in the country, as recently some villagers in Mulanje district also raised similar concerns.
85 young people have graduated in vocational and entrepreneurial skills, courtesy of Stefanos Vocational Training Center and SOS Children's Village, Malawi. Gracing the graduation ceremony, TVETA Director of Quality Assurance, Elliot Mulanje, said the youth have been well equipped with skills to transform their lives and their communities. SOS Children's Village Programs Coordinator, Alexander Nguo, said his organization is working with various stakeholders, including government, to uplift the lives of the youth for their economic self-sufficiency. Nguo explains.
The communities should also respond to issues of children who within our target, who have lost parental care and those at risk of losing parental care. And SOS as an organization, it has trained these youth and it also built the capacity of the families, and we also build the capacity of the communities by providing them with the courses like project management, financial management, proposal development, gender analysis and mainstreaming, vulnerability assessment, and all areas of work so that these communities should operate in a very conducive environment. We have also constructed offices for them and given them some office materials. What we want actually is when SOS withdraws from the area which SOS is implementing, and the community should continue the work of SOS, while SOS is still implementing programs in the area and the other areas within the jurisdiction of SOS.
Well, that's all we had for you for now, but before we go, the headlines once again. The Roads Fund Administration refuses to budge on tollgate fees. The Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 is under fire for allowing political gatherings. And Blantyre High Court Judge Vikochi Chima orders Chief Resident Magistrate Jean Kaira to stop hearing the Mapeto tax evasion case. Remember, you can get more on these and other stories by visiting our website, www.times.mw, liking our Facebook page, Times 360 Malawi, subscribing to 1895, and following us on Twitter at Times 360 Malawi. Remember to wash your hands regularly, observe social and physical distance, mask up, and get vaccinated to prevent COVID-19. Please do stay safe. You have been with me, Jawes Banda. Goodbye.